Lewis Hamilton revealed why he needed a break. At the Abu Dhabi race last season, Hamilton was on course to win his record-breaking 8th world title, but a series of unfortunate events titled the win Verstappen's way. After the race, Hamilton took a break from social media and, obviously, racing as well. Now that the Formula One legend is back, why do you think he needed that break? Lewis Hamilton recently updated fans on what he's been doing since he took some time out following his heartbreaking defeat in Abu Dhabi, and it's possibly the most wholesome thing we've ever seen. The Formula One champion had been absent from social media since December 2021, after deciding to take some time away from the spotlight following his crushing defeat to Max Verstappen. In a new post on his Instagram account featuring 5 photographs that are literally the heart-eyed emoji incarnate, Sir Lewis, 37, updated his fans on what he's been up to in that time, and it's good vibes only. In one pic, he can be seen smiling widely with a piece of cake. In another, he plays Monopoly with his mates. And in a third, he rides the waves while windsurfing. Many fans were quick to comment on the post that he captioned, "What I've been up to since I've been away, Part 2. In December 2021, Sir Lewis, 36, unfortunately lost the world title to Red Bull Dutch driver Max Verstappen in a controversial fashion when the Dutchman overtook him on the last lap of the season finale in Abu Dhabi, in a much disputed move. FIA race director Michael Massey allowed 5 cars to pass the safety car deployed following the Williams crash, handing Verstappen a huge advantage on fresh tyres. Are you just joining the channel? Subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell to stay seamlessly connected to the channel. Speaking to the cross-country rally YouTube channel via Planet F1 at the time, Sir Lewis spoke of how he felt pain, incredible pain, over the decision. He also said, "I don't have anything to do with Mercedes now, but of course it's my family from before, and an incredible pain. We were 99% sure we were going to win the World Championship until there were 3 laps to go. After losing it in a fight like that, where we couldn't do anything because the tyres had 50 laps on them, unbelievable pain. It's a shame it ended up like that with a bit of a strange decision by the FIA. We can agree that the FIA's strange decision disillusioned the Brit, and even after he was knighted, he chose to stay away from the public eye. Even when he was ill last year, he was still in high spirits to detail that he was preparing and staying fit to lock horns with Red Bull's Verstappen. The Brit was left exhausted after winning the epic Hungarian Grand Prix, and later complained he was suffering and used the break to heal as well as prepare for a title fight. Ready to race again, there is no doubt that he might have resumed steady preparations for the 2022 season. While he might have considered leaving Formula One as the news surrounding his break, he is back for a wonderful season, which seems very likely following the new rules and car regulations. Although there were stories that Hamilton was waiting for the FIA's decision on Michael Massey's altercation with the racing rules that cost the Brit his 8th World Championship, he is back before Mercedes would be forced to make a decision to fill up his absence. With George Russell to drive alongside Hamilton, Mercedes could have an exciting season ahead. Hamilton in the previous season had entered the final Abu Dhabi race on equal points with the Red Bull's driver, Max Verstappen, but fell short in Abu Dhabi and possibly still blames the racing director for the devastating horrors that cost him the race. The controversy that left Hamilton disillusioned has also pulled Formula One into meetings that the FIA seek to make changes to the F1 Commission, including the teams, the FIA and F1. The events of last season's Abu Dhabi GP decider have remained under the spotlight in the 2 months since, and the FIA, F1's governing body, has been hard at work with a formal inquiry and detailed analysis of the race. The meeting does not involve drivers, and the FIA already promised open discussion with them all beforehand. F1 President and CEO Stefan Domenicali says the sport will be shifting its anti-racism focus from gesture to action this year. Senior figures at the governing body of the FIA have taken personal involvement in the matter, with a forthcoming review focused on input from the teams and drivers, and others that played central roles in the race, including the race director, stewards, and key team representatives. In his initial statement on the matter, the FIA admitted that fallout from the season's final laps and fan backlash was tarnishing the image of the championship, although it suggested the events and subsequent arguments had also generated significant misunderstanding and reactions from Formula One teams, drivers and fans. The governing body said it wanted to have identified meaningful feedback and conclusions be made before the beginning of the 2022 season, which begins on March 20th, 2 days after the World Motorsport Council meeting. One of the changes the FIA is expected to propose is a change to the race management structure following the controversial end to the Abu Dhabi race, which saw the safety car decisions of racing director Michael Masi have a monumental say on Lewis Hamilton's losing the title to Max Verstappen. Masi, who has been under immense scrutiny since that December 12th race, has acted alone since replacing the late Charlie Whiting at the beginning of 2019. But Sky Sports News' Craig Slater reported that certain new ways of operating seem to be emerging. The duties currently assigned to the race director will likely be shared between two individuals. There may be a race director, but he or she will be better supported and perhaps rotated in that role. Also, the team bosses won't be able to petition the race director in the fashion we saw last season, including clips that made for uncomfortable viewing and listening since. FIA rules accept that whatever the race director does is fundamental and must be predictable, which means that the race director can follow stipulated protocols and not exercise personal judgment calls. Well, you personally can judge if Michael Masi then expressed too much freedom in the final laps at Abu Dhabi. Sebastian Vettel claims it is totally wrong for people to pin the blame for the controversial end to the 2021 F1 season solely on race director Michael Masi. Masi has been the focus of much of the criticism from the 2021 finale, and while a decision on his future has not been made yet, it would be a surprise if he remained in his current role. The man who is heading up the FIA inquiry, Executive Director of Single-Seaters Peter Bayer, even admitted publicly that he could be replaced, while Sky F1's Martin Brundle recently said it was an untenable situation. There are also rumors that several teams expressed a lack of confidence in the Australian during the 2021 season, when there was criticism and controversy over the consistency of decisions made by race control even before Abu Dhabi. Drivers have, however, defended Masi in recent days, voicing their disappointment that all of his very good work has been overlooked. McLaren's Daniel Ricciardo added, "Ultimately, if Michael wants to stay, then he should stay. I don't think one event should be the picture of everything." Which brings the possibility that Masi could remain in the FIA, but in a different role and away from the race director spotlight. Lewis Hamilton is still waiting for the findings of the FIA's review into the season finale in Abu Dhabi before he confirms if he will race again in 2022. There have been very positive updates regarding Hamilton and him returning to F1 2022 recently, because his recent return to the public eye also saw him complete simulator work in the Mercedes factory with engineers. Yet still, it is not 100% confirmed that Hamilton will be suiting up come the start of the season. And still, the outcome of the FIA's inquiry is believed to be central to resolving his F1 future. Hamilton, like all drivers, we believe, spoke to the FIA, and soon they will release their findings. If you enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.